So it is July and I have been working on one project mostly, and I actually just finished it like yesterday. So I'm going to show you that. And I have lots of future project ideas because apparently I have gotten everything like lined up in chronological order. And now I know that I just need to make a whole bunch of stuff. So let's talk about it. Hello and welcome back to the Knit Life Oils YouTube channel. So I have a finished object, which I'm really excited about because I've been making tons of sweaters the last couple of months, and so you don't get to finish them very often. So I'm gonna jump right in with my finished object and tell you all the things about it. So it is so newly finished that it is not blocked yet, which I'm gonna do a whole nother video on that because I think it will be fun. So this is my tank top that I'm going to wear to Flock Fiber Festival that is in like 2 weeks. Can we just like applaud the fact that I am done with this cardigan? Or it's a sweater. Nope, it's a tank top, whatever. So last year, for some reason, I decided to make a tank top in 3 weeks before Flock, and I was literally knitting it like up until the night before we left, and then I was like blocking it on the way up there in the back trunk of my car, and then I didn't have any other knitting to work on, and then it just became, it was a whole thing. So let's be really happy that I am done with this 2 weeks beforehand, and I have time to block it and dry it. Yay for me. Okay, so this is the Hope tank top. It's technically called the Hope top, but it's a tank top. So my super favorite thing about this is the first pattern I've seen of a tank top that is knit from the top down. And there was a lot of piecing at the beginning, like you did the top back and then the right back top and then the left back, and then the front of both sides, and then you kind of joined them. So it was a little bit more like going row by row at the beginning, but it made it fit super nicely around the armholes, and I didn't have to knit for 18 inches and just hope that it fit at the end, which was also really nice. So that was something I really loved about the pattern. Also, everybody has been talking about this detail around the edge, and this is gonna roll out better after it's blocked, and so it should sit like this all the time, but it is just so cute and I love it. So also this yarn is from Bad Sheep and it is called Rainbows and Airwaves, and it's going to be at Flock, and I'm super excited about it. And yeah, it's just gonna be really fun to wear and have it there. And I also think that this yarn is going to shine under the skylights at the venue, and it's gonna be super awesome. So speaking of this cable detail, one thing that I didn't super love about this pattern is that the bottom just had this like 2 rows of ribbing, and it just kind of looked weird to me. It wasn't even a full ribbing or anything like that, and so I wasn't a super fan of that. And all of the other edges of this tank top have this beautiful little cable detail, and so I tried to figure out how I could do it as a bind off also. So I will show you. This is what it looks like as a bind up. Here, I have to roll it out. It's also rolling because it hasn't been blocked. I think it's gonna be just fine after it's blocked, and it should roll out nicely. But now all of the edges have it, which is great. So, but a lot of you have been asking what I did. So I started just right away. I didn't cast on any extra stitches at the bottom. It was looking weird if I did that. So when I was ready to start the bind up, I just started right into these rows. So the first row, knit 4, purl 2 together, and then turn so that you're knitting rows. The second row, knit 2 together, purl 4. The third row, cable 4 front. So put 2 stitches to the front if you're using a cable needle, and then switch them, and then purl 2 together, and then knit 2 together and purl 4. And you just repeat those 4 rows for the whole bind up. Yes, it takes forever, but it's so pretty. So anyway, okay, so that is my Hope top. Oh, and it does fit, in case you were wondering, which is great. I did stop it a little bit, maybe shorter than I would have wanted it. I mean, it's actually the perfect length, but it's a little bit, I like my stuff really tight, and so it's a little bit, I don't want it to grow any across. And so when you're blocking knits, I know that you can go one of two directions. You can either go wide to get some more fabric distance that way, or you can go long. You can't really go both. It doesn't work very well. So I'm going to go down with this. And so I didn't go overly long so that it wouldn't become too long, because I have shorts that I'm going to wear with it, and they are, I mean, they're like mid-length, and if you make the tops too long, then it looks like you're not wearing pants, and that's a problem. So anyway, that is this, and I'm going to block it, and then I will show it to you again, because that's gonna be a fun video too. Okay, so that is my finished object. That is the only finished object, and that's okay. So let's talk about whips. So this is kind of a fix-it whip. Is that a thing? Okay, well, today it is. So this is my a Ket tank top from last year at Flock, and I like it, and the yarn is super fun because Maggie from Yarnationist and I dyed it together, and it's called Taylor Katie's version because it's basically like a Taylor Swift just all over it, and it has all the different eras in it. It's fantastic. Anyway, so the neckline though is not my favorite. So it's too wide, and I knew exactly what was happening as I was doing it, that it decreased too fast because it's bottom up, and so you were decreasing here, and it decreased on every row, and it needed to decrease every other row. So I have to pull out the tops and go back and do it. And clearly I've been putting it off for a year. So apparently these are the 2 weeks that I get to do it, because otherwise I can't wear it to Flock because I just don't like the neckline, and I don't feel comfortable in it. And so I would like to fix that. So I'm saying that here and now so that maybe I will actually do it. Okay, then this is my last thing that I want to make for Flock. Maybe we'll call it that. And I'm like 100 rows in, so that's good, right? And I looked last night and there's 300 rows. So this is a shawl. It's called the Get Set Go shawl. And it is going to form little arrows in lace, which is super cool. And this yarn is from Little Wing Fibers. It's called DNA from her BTS collection. And it is going to be at Flock. Also, I'm wearing this on Friday for setup day. I got a new dress in the same like color family. It's blue and green, but it's the same like pastel-y thing to wear with it. I think it's gonna match. Pretty excited about that. So, there was something else that I was gonna say. Oh, that was the thing. Okay, so my mom always asks me why I make shawls like this because they're kind of interesting shapes. And this one's gonna kind of be, it's like a crescent with a point kind of thing. Yeah, it's asymmetrical. So the really cool thing though is my friend Mackenzie from Hanks and Needles is fantastic at styling these. Like, I don't even know how she does it. And so I was working on this last night. I was like, I don't even know how I'm gonna wear it. And then it dawned on me that Mackenzie is going to be there to help one of our friends with her booth. So that's the first thing I'm doing on Friday, is going straight to Mackenzie because she can style my shawl. And I was like, perfect, it's gonna work great. So anyway, that's what we're doing with that. So then, so after I finish that and fixing the tank top, then I get to go back to working on my Rhinebeck sweater. Where'd the yarn go? Okay, the yarn's over there. I guess we don't really need the yarn. So this is my gelato cardigan with all of the yarns from Pasley Knits, and the sleeves are done. The body is, I don't know, like 2/3 done maybe. But I had to put it down so that I could make my Flock top because otherwise that was not happening, and it needed to happen. So this is my Rhinebeck sweater, and I am looking forward to working on that again and finishing it because it's also my birthday sweater because my birthday is the same week as Rhinebeck, and I'm going to frolic in the sweater in the airport. It's gonna be great. So anyway, that is the Rhinebeck sweater. So now we're going to talk about future projects. And so I was thinking about what I'm going to wear to Rhinebeck, and I have like, it's essentially like five days of knits, but 2 of them will be that cardigan that I just showed you. But I need some other ones. And of course, for some unknown reason to myself, I can't wear any of the things I've previously made. I have to, of course, make new ones. So I was thinking about what I wanted these to be. Some of them are things I was gonna make anyway. And so I'm just trying to speed up the timeline a little bit. And I'll have like 2 months after Flock So maybe that's enough to make all of these things. Okay, some of them are easy. So this I have been wanting to make for a really long time, and it'll be really fun to wear it the week of my birthday. So this is going to be another Katie shawl. I have made it before. It's by Cozy Up Knits, and it switches back and forth between the main contrast color and then the mini skein set, and I'm super excited because this was a collaboration I did with Maribel from Rainier Roses, and I have been excited to pair this with black since I saw it. I think it's gonna be a really awesome Katie shawl. There's eyeball stitches in the Katie shawl, and these are gonna show up really cool in that against the black. So I really think it would be fun to wear this on Thursday, and I'm planning on visiting yarn stores that day and things like that, and it's the day after my birthday, so it's a Katie homage shawl thing. So I think that would be really cool, and I'll wear this to other events too. It's not just to Rhinebeck, but yeah, so I think that would be fun to make. So then I was thinking about what I'm gonna wear on Friday. Friday is all of the indie events, and my friend Maggie is going to be vending at Cake Palooza, and I have some yarn from her that I've been getting all year. It's from her Swift Reads Club, and as soon as I started to see them, I was like, I don't know what this is gonna be. And then the second one came and I'm like, oh, those two kind of go together. And then I was like, okay, now the next one goes together. And I'm like, Maggie, do you know that you're dyeing a fade? And she's like, no, I'm not. I'm like, okay. And so the first 5 skeins were like, I could totally put together into a fade. And so that's probably all I need for a cardigan. And I have the pattern picked out. I'll link it in the caption. I forgot what it's called. Something about a bird, I think. But so I have these 5 skeins that go together, and for some reason I think it's a good idea to make another cardigan for Rhinebeck. Oh goodness. So yeah, let's see. So I like the purple blue idea of this at the top, so it's this vibe, and then let me see if I can get the others. This one, and then the red. Is this the red? Or did I grab the wrong one? Nope, this is right. This is called what we want. It kind of looks pink in here. That's actually great because then it goes with the other one. Okay, so it's these, and I'm actually really excited about this, and I think it'll be really cute. So anyway, it has a lot of color and a lot of like vibe to it and fade to it, and I'm excited about that. So yeah, let's make a whole nother cardigan before Rhinebeck. Also, I have no idea where this is all gonna go in my suitcase. This is not my best plan, but this is what we're doing, so whatever. Also, so when I was in New York in April, we went to CC's Wool, which is a local yarn store, and they also make their own yarn. They have their own yarn line, and it's called American Ew. And I got this skein that's purple and pink, and I think it would make a really cute Musselburgh, and I can wear it with my poncho and my jumpsuit that I'm gonna wear on Sunday, and then I get to wear something that's sheepy and New York inspired at Rhinebeck. So that is my plan, but clearly it's yarn and not a hat yet, so I have to make that too. So yeah, anyway, so I think those projects are pretty easy, right? Like I can make all 3 of those in 2 months. Yeah, okay. So my event imagination gets a little away from me, gets a little wild, but that's okay. We're gonna go with it. So anyway, those are my finished objects, whips, and future project plans, and we will see how far I get in the next month or so. Talk to you soon.